All right, seems like the crowd is here and we will go ahead and get started. So I'm Daniel, I'm from Alibaba's Seller Success Team. Just wanted to walk you through something regarding Star Supplier here today. Just for some context, this webinar and all other previous webinars we've conducted will be available on the Alibaba Seller Success Hub and the official Alibaba YouTube channel. You can reference all of those things and all of the topics on there for assistance with your Gold Supplier membership. Just as a note for everyone in the audience here today, there are going to be a Q&A style panel available to you in the options of the webinar. You can ask questions during the presentation or after the presentation. I'm happy to answer anything that you guys have questions about regarding your account and provide some clarity. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and cover Star Supplier today. So this is our path to success. Star Supplier, I'm sure you guys are familiar with. It's a topic we've covered before. There's some updates and some changes we're going to walk through, and I'll give you some more details now. Just one second. So Star Rating. If you guys aren't familiar with Star Rating, this is effectively a scoring card in your account based on metrics that will assign your account a rating that our buyers can see. This helps Alibaba send you more traffic, and it helps buyers understand that you're a credible supplier on Alibaba.com. So what is a star rating? Exactly what I just described. It's your seller score on Alibaba that's presented to our buyers. We're going to cover why this is important and why we should focus on it. And the final piece we're going to cover is how we can improve our current star standing, no matter where you are on the scale. So step one, why is Star Supplier important? You can see some of our case studies here. They're important to help grow your Alibaba account, get you those extra impressions, show the buyers out there that you're open to working with them as you develop your strategy on Alibaba.com. What does this do to your account? It increases the opportunity that's available, and then having the star rating is going to be something that impresses the buyers and allows them to connect with you more frequently. Star Supplier is a comprehensive guide evaluating the strengths of your account and a guide to become more competitive and boost the sales. Buyers can also see this on the supplier index on your account. Your Star Supplier rating is going to be shown to buyers on Alibaba.com, and the higher that star rating is, the more likely they are to select your business. This is going to be seen in the product search results on products and listings that you have on Alibaba.com. On the side of the instant coffee here, you can see the 3 diamonds, which is reflective of your star rating. It's also going to pop up on your business card on Alibaba.com. So not only can customers see that you're actively replying for certain products on Alibaba, they can see it on your shop that you're an active supplier. You can also see this in the supplier search results. If someone is searching you by name on Alibaba, they're going to be able to see your rating compared to other suppliers who are similar. And it's also going to show these metrics like response time and response rate, how frequently you're getting back to people within 24 hours. Are you getting back to people under 24 hours? All these factors combined into your rating that's shown to buyers to ultimately improve your performance on the site. Star rating also helps you get better search ranking. Criteria for star rating gives you better positioning in the search results to generate more opportunity. The higher star you have, the more likely you are to get a traffic boost and get more exposure to quality buyers on Alibaba.com. As you can see in the charts below, having the higher star rating correlates to a greater position in organic search results. So outside of spending on KWA and advertising on Alibaba.com, your products can do better by having a star rating based on what level of the scale you're on. 1 star is typically what you want to start with, of course, but it definitely helps to go up to 2, 3, 4, and 5 stars so that you get the best possible organic boost. Additionally, there are separate parts of your account known as Showcase, which are almost like real life store product windows that get a boost on Alibaba.com. Having a star rating plus the showcases also relates to more exposure on the site and actually equates to about 4.3 times the benefit of not being star ranked. So effectively, these bonuses stack on top of one another, and a higher star rating and more showcase products equates to more traffic and more opportunity on Alibaba.com. Being a star-rated seller also gets you access to pavilions on Alibaba.com, so additional placement for your products outside of just the organic search results. This additional participation takes place on the new arrivals pavilion on the app and on the Alibaba.com website. So how can you be featured here? One, you could be a star supplier. That's obvious. We want to have this every time. Two, we want to have premium products in the following categories. As you can see, that's a pretty dense list of opportunity. And three, you want to have premium products posted in these categories within the last 90 days. So no matter if you're a brand new seller to Alibaba.com or you're a veteran seller on Alibaba.com, the star rating bonus that you receive will ultimately get you placement in additional pavilions and spots on Alibaba.com. Additionally, having a star rating means you can participate in Alibaba events such as March Expo, Super September, online trade shows, or other events that generate extra business opportunity on Alibaba.com. As you can see below, there's various country pavilions, there's various category pavilions, there's various industry pavilions. Being star ranked gets you access to all of these things and more as far as positioning on Alibaba.com goes. When you're in your Alibaba.com account, under analytics, you can find your star rating card. You may be familiar with this, but if you're not, on My Alibaba, under analytics, you can find a full report of your star ratings and all the metrics that we measure by in your account. You can switch between the tabs here at the top to understand the different types of rewards that you can unlock, just like we covered before, and you can see the different categories which you need to hit to perform better on the site. Now, the ratings are also going to be scaled on what level star supplier you reach from 1 to 5. Those rewards will be detailed to you in two places. One, it will tell you your current star supplier benefit, and then two, it will tell you the upcoming benefit should you reach the next level. All of this is here to demonstrate that attaining the star rating will help you perform better on the site over time. How to improve your star rating. So star ratings are listed between 1 and 5, and sellers are evaluated on 6 pieces of criteria that cover 3 things: products, service, and marketing. Each indicator is going to cover a different aspect of Alibaba.com and correspond to each star rating. What this means is the rating of the lowest rated indicator is your overall star rating. This is not done on average. This is done based on the lowest possible score. So we want to keep suppliers on Alibaba.com engaged to hit the best metrics possible while they're active on the platform. So for products, Alibaba is weighing up 2 things. One, the number of premium products that you have in your account. A premium product on Alibaba is going to be one that has a product score of 4 or higher. Your product information score is going to be based on how much information you submit to our system to score a product. You can think of this as product name, price, image, attributes, description, so on and so forth. Those numbers make up your product information score, which the system considers as premium products. We're also going to be measuring top and super products in your account. This is based on the new product operation platform that Alibaba offers and is weighted on a scale of 0 to 120. Top products start at a score of 80 on this scale and are mostly achieved by generating inquiries, having conversion, and just generally getting traffic on the site. The second aspect Alibaba grades by is marketing. So how many active buyers have found your products? How many inquiries have you received? How many trade assurance orders have been placed in your account within the last 30 days? Please note here that if you are advertising on Alibaba with our smart marketing or other campaigns, this will impact your score. These active buyers are going to play into your conversion rate, your visitors from advertising, and ultimately your service in the section below. What does this mean? We want to make sure that your account is healthy by actually generating the amount of customers you need, industry specific to your category, to see success and be ranked with other sellers on the platform. Once you receive those customers, the service time that you provide them, how quickly do you respond, is going to be weighted and shown to the customers in the results on how quickly you get back to them. So it's extremely important that first time messages you receive from customers or inquiries are serviced in under 24 hours, as this score is going to play into your star rating and be shown on your account for the next 30 days. Star ratings and this model allows us to keep the sellers engaged on Alibaba.com, but also show the buyers that you're not just active 1 out of your 12 months in membership, that you're active 12 out of 12 months in your membership and are ready to service them. Here's some examples of what your Star Supplier card can look like depending on the scores in your account. Remember, the lowest indicator ranking is going to determine what your overall star ranking is. So for example, if you have 105 premium products listed in your account, this would mean you get 3 stars for this category. If you have 1 top product, you would receive 1 star. If you had 10 active buyers, you would receive 2. 7.5% conversion rate would be 3, and store response time would be 24 hours on the dot, would equate to 1. So you do have a healthy store here, but because your lowest 2 indicators are 1 star, that will be your star ranking for the month going forward. In the second example, we see a seller with mostly 4 and 5 star indicators, but they're using KWA or keyword advertising. This Star Supplier is actually going to be 3 stars. The reason for this is while they have a 4-star product number, they have a 4-star top and super product number, they have a 5-star active buyers number plus 4-star conversion and response time, their advertising score is less than 4 stars, which means we cannot give them the next rating. So if you are spending on advertising, it actually unlocks another indicator for you that allows to get up to the highest possible rating. So 3 stars, if you're not spending on advertising, is the highest organic level you can reach. If you're using the paid advertising, that's where we can catapult you into the 4 and 5-star layer. But the main takeaway from here is that you want to know that this is not done on average. It is done by the lowest possible indicator, and these are 2 examples of 2 accounts that, albeit are in 2 different places, but are this model in practice. How do we diagnose and ultimately help you grow the account within Star Rating? So the optimization toolkit on your Star Supplier card is going to be your resource to give you the steps and the tools needed to increase your Star Rating. First and foremost, we have to take a look at the scorecard and identify which indicator currently has the lowest rating, and then follow the steps on the site to make this better and improve the star rating. So for example, if you had no products listed on Alibaba.com, your lowest star rating would be 0, and the suggested action below, you can see, would list new premium products or optimize the ones that are not premium, right? So this is going to lay in to Alibaba.com's scoring system of needing premium products on the site. The suggested actions will always be one of the following. 1, how many premium products can you bring onto the site or add into your account? 2, how many top and super products can you create and increase the conversion rate for? 3, how many suppliers or buyers can you service quickly in under 24 hours? 4, how many active buyers are in your account? You can find active buyers through different means, such as the RFQ market, keyword advertising, and product showcasing. And 5, how can you have a healthy store status based on all of these? And this would be not having any violations, not racking up any penalties from Alibaba, and so on and so forth. So the diagnosis and suggested actions will typically fall in line with add more products, work on the products that you do have, and then make sure that you're servicing the customers that you do receive via Alibaba. So in summary, your star rating on Alibaba.com is going to be all of the key metrics: product posting, number of top and super products, active buyers, conversion rate, and response time, weighed together by the lowest common indicator to assign you a score. Remember, think of these scores as between 1 and 5, and you want to fulfill each piece of the criteria at least once to maintain a 1-star rating. The benefits of being a Star Supplier get you more exposure on the site, better conversion with your showcase, better performance with KWA, more access to Alibaba Pavilion and events, and display of your performance to the buyers to make sure that you're getting the benefits. These capabilities and these 6 indicators in the Star Supplier model are the ones that going forward will drive your success on Alibaba.com to make sure that you're getting the most out of your membership in each year that you take part in Alibaba. So congratulations. This is your tutorial on Star Rating and how to understand the system and perform well. If you have questions, the chat is open and we can take a look and cover those with you here and now to make sure that we have everything answered. So fire away, Chad, if you have anything. You have me for 10 minutes to answer anything that's on your mind. Okay, looks like the first question here is coming in on my side. And it asks, what is the difference between a top and a super product? So that's a good question. It was anonymous. However, the difference between the two is mostly down to inquiries on products. A super product is a product that's actually received, it's going to be industry specific, but a lot of inquiries from buyers on a very popular product on Alibaba.com. Typically, a top product is one that receives a few inquiries and has solid conversion that gets onto the site, that ultimately performs well in the marketplace, that we can keep improving. So the difference between top and super comes down typically to inquiries received on the products. So that was a good question. And if you have any questions in the chat, or it's going to be on the right-hand side or on the bottom of your window for the presentation where you can see those types of additional questions, or the place to submit a question. All right, another anonymous question coming in the queue here. Do I have to respond in less than 24 hours? Yes, I actually think right now this is a great question. So the changing to Star Rating actually means that responding in less than 24 hours is now being shown on your account. Previously, your response rate was measured in a percentage of how many of the leads you serviced within 24 hours. Now this ranking is actually determined by how quickly you reply to the customer overall. So yes, to become a 5-star seller, you do need to respond in less than 24 hours. I believe that metric is, I don't know the number offhand per se, but it's within a couple hours of receiving this. If you can't service them within a couple hours, you can also make sure to set up the autoresponder in your account. What this does is it will fire back a set of qualifying questions to the buyer. If the buyer does not answer these, that does not count towards your score. So it's suggested that you answer that person within 24 hours either way to keep that score improving as always. But if you do not reply to them, that will not count against your score. But to answer this question simply, yes, it will come down to if you reply to them in less than 24 hours, that will help you get closer to that 5-star rating. Next question, does Star Supplier help me show up more? So this is a good question. So I think it's a two-part answer here. Being Star Supplier, being a star rated seller on Alibaba.com does help you show up more frequently as long as your products are performing well, right? We want to make sure we're combining a couple of things in the account. It does make you show up more frequently, but it also helps to make sure that those products are top products, or they're in your showcase, for example, to get more value out of the star rating. You will appear more, but I think that that's just the tip of the iceberg as far as the bonuses go. And you should also use some of the other features in your account to double or triple up those types of bonuses that you can get. So the answer is yes, but it's only the tip of the iceberg. Good question, though. Chat is still open. We have plenty of time for questions. So if you have any, please let me know. Brian, okay, good question here. Not sure why the second example has a 3-star rating when all the metrics are 4s and 5s, especially when especially one of the items is to pay for advertising to raise the overall rating. So this is a good question, Brian, right? I think that's a very fair call, and I appreciate you mentioning that here in the chat. Um, the reason for this is when the organic scale is going to cap out at 3. And then at the end of the day, using the advertising dollars is what gets you those 4s and 5s. I believe actually, if you're not spending advertising, and maybe we can connect for this offline, you may be able to rise up to the 4s and 5s without the spend. I would think that if you are spending, though, the system wants to make sure that you're putting your products or that they're getting the best possible boost from the advertising. And that's going to set the threshold for you compared to what others are seeing. So those types of ratings and why it's 3-star is because if you're advertising that space, it's competitive to do that. And the system wants to make sure that if you're not getting that next level, you go back and look at the products to make sure that they're going to be ranked appropriately in that advertising search. So that's a great question and a great call out. Thank you for submitting. And I hope that clears it up a little bit. All right, still got time. Sorry for the background noise, of course. All righty here. If nothing else, we can obviously we can wrap this up here, and I can obviously take any email questions, or if you need further assistance, you can reach out to our US team or your account manager. Like I mentioned in the beginning, this will be available on Alibaba's Seller Success Hub. It will be available on Alibaba's YouTube channel. You can reference this and any of the other webinar content we have going forward through those channels. This is a recurring series, so this is not the last time we will be hosting an event online. If you have interest in joining those, pay attention to your inbox. We do send out these invitations well in advance to make sure that you have all the notice in the world to join these type of things and learn more about Alibaba and learn more about your account. So, make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. Otherwise, again, this will all be available online. And if there's no further questions here, I'm going to leave it open one more time. I think we can go ahead and here and wrap up. All right. So looks like that'll be it for today. I appreciate you guys for joining. Thank you so much. Pleasure as always to be here and be on this journey with you guys. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.